Hello, this is Brian J. Here to talk about the Amanda Nunes Valentina Shevchenko fight. And these are my final predictions. I predict that the fight will most likely go into the championship rounds if Valentina can survive the first two rounds. Because in the first fight, Valentina almost got submitted by Amanda Nunes in the second round. But Valentina managed to switch it on Amanda, managed to get top position in the last 20 seconds of the round, the last 20, 30 seconds of the second round. And in the third round, Valentina completely dominated Amanda Nunes. So in the rematch, if Valentina can get past the first two rounds, then I think Valentina can win the last three rounds and maybe get a unanimous decision or a split decision. But I think Valentina is training and getting ready for a submission. She's ready to could get a submission or a knockout in the fourth or fifth round because Amanda has stamina problems. She has cardio issues. She gasses out after the first two rounds. And she got submitted by Kat Zingano in the third round in her fight 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago, Amanda Nunes lost to Kat Zingano. But Amanda's gotten better since she joined American Top Team, but I don't think she's really improved a lot on her stamina. So Valentina can survive the first two rounds, and she could beat Amanda Nunes in the second half. And I think Valentina will become the new UFC women's bantamweight champion of the world. I think that's going to be the case. I think that's what's going to happen. So that's my prediction for the fight. I love Valentina Shevchenko. She's a great fighter. She's an all-around, well-rounded fighter. And so is Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes is a complete fighter as well. She's great at striking. She's great at grappling, great at jiu-jitsu, great stand-up. So this is going to be really the most advanced and most competitive women's MMA fight in women's MMA history. Like, these two women are complete equals in so many ways. And if Valentina wins the second fight, then she should be in the top 5 pound-for-pound list in the UFC. But if Amanda Nunes clearly beats Valentina and manages to get a submission victory in the first two rounds, then Amanda Nunes should be the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC. She should be number 1 or number 2. Because John Jones has tested positive. I don't know where he's going to be at. Daniel Cormier has 2 losses. Demetrius Johnson is great, but he's dominating a division that's not that packed. I mean, well, we could say that the men's flyweight division at 125 is better than women's bantamweight, but I think Valentina is probably a better fighter than most of the men in the flyweight division in men's MMA in the UFC. So, yeah, Amanda Nunes would have to be in the top 3 pound-for-pound list. And Conor McGregor has to be there as well. I think Conor should be number 2 or number 3. I would put, well, pound for pound, I guess I would put, if Amanda wins, I would say she's number 1, and then Demetrius Johnson, and then I'd say Conor McGregor, and then Cody No Love and Stipe Miocic. So that would be my top 5. Unless John Jones, turns out to be clean, then, and is still in the rankings, I would have to put him number 1, and then put Amanda Nunes, and then Demetrius Johnson, then Conor McGregor, and then Stipe Miocic, and then Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar, and whoever else. So yeah, that would actually be would more or less be my those are the fighters that would be in like my top 7. I mean, if I could take time and put together a top 10, but I'm not getting around to doing that yet. So yeah, those are my predictions. I have Valentina Shevchenko winning by submission or TKO in the 4th or 5th round, but if it goes the distance, I think Valentina will win by unanimous decision. So I have Valentina winning by decision or TKO or submission. And I hope it's a great fight. I hope Valentina and Amanda Nunes make weight tomorrow and that they're both healthy on Saturday and the fight happens. So those are my predictions. This is Brian J. signing off.